Hello viewers, welcome to Sharky AutoCAD tutorials. In our previous lesson, we used absolute method in drawing the shape as you can see on the board. Today, I'll show you how to use relative method in drawing the same shape. Now, in relative, the first thing for you to do is to bring Atma throughout. Don't forget our starting point is 30, 40. Now, relative, you bring Atma throughout, like at yahoo.com. The same symbols, or shift 2. So first of all, you write Atma throughout, and then the second point is that the coordinates that you don't have, you write 0. So for example, over here we have x coordinate, but there is no y coordinate, so the y coordinate you write 0. Here we have y coordinate, that is 50, but x coordinates we don't have, that is 0. And the third point is that we are using the original dimension, so we'll be using 200, 50, 130, 100, 70, and 150. Now, let's see how you can use relative method to fill the table. Don't forget the starting point is given to you, that is 30, 40. It means 30 is the x-axis and 40 is the y-axis. Now, at point 2, we are using the original dimension, and the direction is what? Positive s, and the distance is 200. So over here, you write 200. And then you don't have y, so y is 0. Remember the coordinates that you don't have, you write 0 there. At point 3, what direction is this? It is positive y, and the distance is 50. So you write 50 here, and then no x, so x is 0. And then at point 4, what direction is this? It is negative s, and the distance is 130. And don't forget we are using the original dimension, so negative 130, and then no y, so y is 0. And at point 4, what is the direction? The direction is positive y, and the distance is 100. So you come and write 100 here, and then no x, so this side is 0. And then at point 6, what direction is this? It is negative x, and the distance is 70. So over here you write negative 70, and then no x, x is 0. And finally, point 1. What direction is this? It is negative y, and the distance is 150. So negative 150, and then x is 0. So now, let's see how you can use AutoCAD 2020 and then input this coordinate to get the shape as you can see on the board. At the command prompt, you first type line, L-I-N-E, and then you press enter. It will ask you to specify first point. Your first point is point 1, that is 30, 40. Then you press enter. It will ask you to specify next point. So your next point is point 2. That is Atma 200, 0. Then you press enter. It will ask you line specify next point. So your next point is point 3. That is Atma 0, 50. Then you press enter. It will ask you line specify next point. Your next point is point 4. That is Atma negative 130, 0. Then you press enter. It will ask you line specify next point. Your next point is 0.5. That is atma 0, 100. Then you press enter. It will ask you line specify next point. Your next point is 0.6. That is atma -70, 0. Then you press enter. It will ask you line specify next point. Your next point is 0.1. That is atma 0, -150. Then you press enter. Then when you are done, you press escape. So in order to see your drawing, you have to zoom and zoom extend. So to zoom and zoom extend, you right click, you select zoom, right click again and select zoom extend, and then you can extend it to see your drawing. Now let's check if truly this side is 200 millimeters, this is 50 millimeters, this side is 130 millimeters. So you do your dimension star. You click on dimension and you select dimension star to pop up dimension star manager. Then you click modify, and then you have a symbols and arrow. So click on symbols and arrow, and by default the arrow side is 0.1800. It means this is inches, but we are drawing it with metric, that is millimeters. So you change your arrow size to 10, and then you click on test, and then change the test height to also 10, and then lastly you click on primary unit, and then you select precision and you click on 0 to the nearest whole number. Then you click on OK, and then you close it. Click on dimension again and select linear, and then you stand here, drag it to the next endpoint, and then you can see that this side is 200 millimeters. Press enter, come and stand at this endpoint, drag it to the next endpoint, and then this is 50 millimeters. You press enter, you stand at this endpoint, drag it to the next endpoint, and then this side is 130 millimeters. Press enter, you stand at the endpoint, drag it to the next endpoint, and then this side is 70 millimeters. You press enter, you click here, drag it to the next endpoint, and this side is 150 millimeters. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have input our coordinates to get the shape drawn.